Welcome to another episode of Ship War, my review of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Shipper War. When ship happens, I'm there.
Now, where to start with this review? Okay, my initial reaction after I saw this film, after I left the theater, was, wow, this film was a lot of fun. And it truly was a lot of fun. From almost beginning to the very end, there was non-stop action or humor or something that was going on that never left you bored. This movie never left me bored, personally, at any point. And this movie was like 2 hours and something minutes. I'm not exactly sure of the time, but it was a long movie, and yet I can't really say I was bored during it. And that's a very tasking feat for a movie to be able to do, is to keep you entertained for a long period of time. And this movie managed to do it, and it was great. I have to say, I haven't enjoyed a Mission Impossible film like this one since the very first one. I know people like the series as a whole, they like all the other films, but me personally, the first one is the only one I truly ever really liked. I've seen the second and the third one, and they don't stand out to me. They just seem like any other action movie. It's just, they seem bland to me. I never had a lot of fun with those two movies. But the first one was so different for its time, and it was just an excellent movie in my opinion when it came to the storyline and action and all the little gadgets that used. And this movie, in my opinion, was up to par with the first one. Is it as good as the first one? I don't know. I'm kind of biased. I really enjoyed the first one, so I can't really decide. But it was pretty damn good. That's all I gotta say about that. The romance in the movie had me all over the place because they mess around with you so hardcore in this movie when it comes to the romance. Like, you don't know where they're going with it. There's like, this is happening and that's happening, but that really isn't happening, and this is happening. And the whole time I was like this. Well, not literally like that, but mentally I was like giddy schoolgirl throughout that whole situation. So that was good. I really liked that. So this movie was really excellent. I went to this screening with my father, and his initial reaction when he came out of the theater, his word was the movie was excellent. And hearing that from my dad is interesting because he's kind of hard to please when it comes to movies. So his famous words of when it comes to like asking what his opinion of a movie is, it was alright. But he came out of this theater saying the movie was excellent, so I'm going to take his word for it. I really enjoyed it. So it was a really good movie. The Rotten Tomato ratings on this movie is basically, in my opinion, on point. Excellent, excellent film. So that is all for this episode of Ship War. Goodbye, and until next time.